Hi everyone, it's great to be here. I'm James from Classroom Kitchen and this is all part of Team Bolton's Winter HAF programme. Funded by the Department for Education. It's all about getting young people into activities and learning about food education through the holiday period. Today we're going to do both. And today we're going to make our delicious dessert, which is a brioche pudding. It's a little bit of a take on the bread and butter pudding, but instead we've got some rice pudding in there, which is a bit more nutritious with the rice and the carbohydrates in there, and a good winter warmer for you today. So if you're ready to wash your hands, get an apron on, get ready to cook with me, then please do so and we'll get started. Step one's really easy. What you're going to do is you're going to take your mini brioches and you are going to rip these up today and add them to an oven-proof dish or a baking tray. So we're going to rip it into about roughly 4 to 6 pieces and drop those pieces into our dish. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get them in an oven. So if you'd like to preheat your oven to about 180 degrees, that would be perfect, roughly around that temperature. And you can put these in whilst it's warming up, because all we're going to do is we're just going to toast the brioche a little bit before we actually eat it today. So we're going to get it warmed up a little bit before we pour over the rice pudding. So I'm going to pop those in there, as you can see, like this. I'm going to get them toasted, get them in the oven. So after about 5 minutes of checking it, you want to take it out the oven and you should have something like this, where it's just lightly crisped. And then what we're going to do, we're going to add the rice pudding onto the top and give it a little bit of a mix. So we want to open our tin of rice pudding, get that in there, and then we'll probably use a spoon to spoon this on over the top. So we're going to take this, open our tin of rice pudding. If it doesn't quite pour out, which it might do, oh, nice, okay, so some of that's come out, but I want to spoon on the rest on the rice pudding. Give that a good mix as well in a minute. So we get a good bit of coverage. This is pretty much a full tin of rice pudding I'm going to need to use for this today. So I'm mixing that in. Don't be scared of breaking up the bread a little bit with the spoon, just to make sure it's well mixed. And you can have a little bit of the bread poking out of the top too. That's quite nice because that's going to go a little bit burnt and crispy on the top. That's what we want to do. Make sure you've really filled it to the edges, because what will happen is once it's returned to the oven, it's going to bake on the top. You'll see the top go nice and crispy and the underneath should stay nice and soft. So this is going to go back in the oven now for about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll get that nice and baked through and then we'll take that out and see how it's gone on. So should look really good. Straight out of the oven after about 15 minutes, this is looking beautiful. Very nice, very delicious, really, really good. Hearty dessert for you there. So if you've had a go at making your brioche pudding, I hope you have, and I hope you're going to enjoy it as much as I am. But thank you very much for cooking with us again here at Team Bolton for the Winter HAF programme, and I hope to cook with you again soon. If you've not already had a go at the starter and the main, make sure you check out those videos too.